Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Just Life and Podcast. We hope that you enjoyed your time away from us. We gave you a little extra week to catch up and make sure that you were on pace with all of our episodes. And hopefully you went to YouTube because we have some episodes out there as well now. So, yeah, what's been going on with you, Sai?
Yes, the week was nice. I can't complain overall. I can't remember. I feel like everything is all running together. This week went by super fast. I'm back to work. I feel like it's just been, just a lot of moving parts. You have your routine now, your home. Trying to get the whole life together. Excuse me, balance all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't even remember any, to be honest. Yeah, but everything is good. I cannot complain. How about you?
Did you do anything for Valentine's Day?
Oh, Valentine's Day, yeah, me and my husband went out with the kids, we had no childcare. So, but we did go to a Mexican restaurant, it was actually good, though, the kids enjoyed, ate their little, foods and all that other good stuff, my husband and I also enjoyed as well, but yeah, but it was cool. I even forgot about that. Lord, it feel like it was so long ago.
Yep.
How about you?
Yeah. We went to New Orleans,
Oh,
so we were Mardi Gras weekend and Valentine's weekend were the same.
okay.
So we went to Mardi Gras and we went to the Zulu brunch,
Mm,
and that was really nice. Our his family, a lot of his family goes to that, and, even those that hadn't gone previously or don't usually go had came this year,
mm,
and his mom put together an engagement party for us at the
mm,
Zulu brunch, like, she decorated the tables, his stepdad did a toast and things like that,
I
so
love
that was really nice, and, we had Valentine's Day dinner at the
okay,
Four Seasons, downtown New Orleans, so it was good. I'm tired still.
yeah, I'm sure.
I'm I'm exhausted because I don't know, I think we did like 4.5, 5 parades or something like that, and then
Hey,
it was a full weekend. So
yeah.
yeah, that's the highlight of what I've been up to.
It sounds like that was a good time. I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah.
good.
So, the rundown.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna jump right into it. So we're gonna start it off with Cardi B. Her tour has started, Little Miss Drama, for those who don't know. And it looks like it's pretty good so far. I saw that in her LA show that she did bring out Glorilla, which was nice, and they did their song together. I think yesterday, or tomorrow, one of the I can't remember the exact name, but yeah. But it looks like it was good so far. Cardi B seems like she's enjoying herself. She's doing her thing though. So yeah. And then also, J. Cole announced that he is also gonna be doing an world tour. His tour is gonna be called The Fall Off. So for all the J. Cole fans out there, he's about to be outside. He's been
Mm,
kinda like low key for a little bit. So it's nice to see him getting out though. Rolling right into Tyra Banks. So for Netflix people, they just released the docuseries. It's 3 episode Netflix to talk about American Next Top Model, the show that was. And so it's going to be from the perspective of the judges, Tyra herself, and then also the contestants. Now, since the documentary did come out, it definitely has been getting like a lot of backlash because people are like, oh my God, like what was happening? Like what's going on? And were the judges complacent and how, they try to change people, what they judge people on, et cetera, et cetera. And people also felt like Tyra should issue some sort of apology as well, I guess, for her role in what she, did to some people, breaking people down, just various things that have come out. I haven't watched it yet, so I don't have an opinion, but just seeing clips online,
oh, wow.
people are saying. So yeah, I don't know. Did you
I
watch?
just started watching it literally, like, today. I feel like I'm maybe, like, half an hour into the first episode, but I
Okay.
have been hearing so much about it and,
Mhm.
people really digging into Tyra about, how she handled the show and things like that, which I thought was interesting because, they said the whole purpose of the show was supposed to be to, like, uplift the girls and give girls a platform that typically may not have been able to just make it on their own in the modeling world, so that's very interesting.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So we shall see. Also, Young Got Miami dropped, a teaser, I should say, called Newsflash. It's the official song apparently should be out on the 20th, but she did drop a teaser, like I said, and I do like it. Like, it sounds like it's gonna be like a little vibe. So I was like, okay, Young Miami. I'm glad like she's coming out doing her thing, obviously, since like, the couple or the group broke up. So yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think we were talking about that recently, like how, she hadn't come out with anything in a while. She
Yeah.
kind of faded into the background. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. But last but not least, so possible couple alert, Jeannie Mai and Anderson Paak. They were out in LA spotted having like an intimate dinner. So yeah, that might be a possible couple link up. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. So
Okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
Right.
Jeannie is on my list, honey, after she did what she done to my baby. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I know some people definitely do feel some type of way towards her after that whole
mhm. Good luck,
Yes,
Anderson.
exactly. And then last once again, I'm just gonna talk about the shows that I've been looking at. First off, I'm gonna start out with Love is Blind on Netflix. All I can say for that one is like, oh my God, these people cannot be serious. If people don't know, Love is Blind is basically like you're talking to people through a wall, excuse me. And like you're getting to know each other, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, you're not seeing each other. So they see each other after they propose. Mind you, you are proposing through the wall. The objective is that you're falling out solely for the person's personality and you don't care how they look, which everybody knows is a bunch of bullshit. You do care how they look. People have a preference, you have a type, you have a preferred type. So I say all that to say a lot of these couples, when they see each other, they're just like, ooh, had I had known, yeah, nah. You know what I mean? I don't know. All these shows to me, I feel like they're gonna run its course because people already know
Yeah.
the recipe now, so they know what
Yep.
to do to be on there. It's not no longer genuine. So that's my other thing. And
Yeah.
then
People are trying to go on these shows just to get some like recognition or clout or something like that. Because why would you go on a show that's about you not seeing each other and still falling in love, not based on looks? And then you get to the person, they're not what you expected, and then it's like you wanna flip the whole thing upside down. Well, that was the whole purpose of the show.
yeah, people aren't serious. That's why I said, "Oh my god, these people can't be serious." That's why I say the whole every time I'm watching it. Um, the next one, The Valley, Persian Style. For those of the people who watched, Shaws of Sunset, this is kind of like
Mm,
a spin-off of it of some of the cast members, if you watch it, and this one is on Peacock. I'm enjoying it so far. It's obviously showing them an older family life, married kids and things like that, so it's cute if you just want something to entertain you, a little bit of drama and all that type of stuff. And then my last watch, this one's on TLC, is gonna be 90 Day Fiancé. That one honestly is just pure comedy because for those who don't know the premise of that, it's a lot of them like American people, they're meeting people internationally. You either go live in their country or the foreign person is coming here. And in a lot of the cases, it's a lot of scamming going on. Like you dealing with a lot of people just have issues, like, honestly speaking, and then, like, a lot of the foreign people, they're just looking for a way out. So, it's just been very comedic so far. So, those are just my watches. But that wraps up the rundown, y'all.
alright.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna have to catch up on some of them. They sound pretty good. Except, I never can get into 90 Day Fiancé. That's, like, never been my zhuzh,
yeah,
but I can check out the other
for
ones.
sure, for sure. But what we got talking about
Right.
today?
So let's get into it.
Yes, ma'am.
This topic is one that I can relate to personally now. You see this big smile? We're talking about couples not wanting to spend a lot of money on a wedding these days.
Mhm, mhm.
I am one of those people.
Same.
My fiance and I are one of those couples where we're like, no, we're
Yeah.
not going to spend a lot of money on one day
Mhm.
for people to come and just like eat, drink, and be nosy,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, agreed, agreed. Yes,
So
yeah.
you got married what, 2021?
No, 17.
Dang.
Mhm,
Ooh.
mhm. Yeah.
Oh. How did y'all do it?
I will start out by saying this. I think the times have changed from when I've gotten married up until now. Like, obviously, it's been almost like 10 years. I think people's, like, perspectives on weddings have changed because they see it as such a large bill, and it's essentially for a party. Like, you know what I mean? The people to come and celebrate you, and I say that with air quotes because you know what I mean. It is like people just come to be nosy and be like, "Oh my god, I didn't like the chicken," or, "Why did she wear this?" or "I didn't like this," give a lot of commentary. I definitely will say, like, for me, I wanted to have a destination wedding. Because let me say this, I got married, I think I was, I can't even do math 'cause I'm 44. Let's just say I think I was like 34 or something like that, when I got married. So for me, I do consider that an older bride. So there was a lot of things that weren't a big deal for me. You know what I mean? And I think that has a lot
Yeah.
to do with my age also. So I was kind of like, I don't need to do a wedding. We don't have to do this. We don't have to do that. Let's just do a destination. Let people come out and kick it and have a vacation. Da 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 da. My parents were against that. I think it was because I was the first of their children to get married at that time. So I do think there was an expectation like, no, we have to do all the things. And then culturally, background, religious stuff too. They're like, oh, we have to do this, we have to do this. And then I feel like eventually I was like, okay, let me just do. And then also my husband also was on board to doing an actual wedding. So it was just like, okay, all right. Fast forward, things is done. I'm glad we did it. I have memories that I will cherish forever. I will definitely say that. But it is expensive. No matter how you cut
Yeah.
the cost, like however you try to cut it, it's a wedding. It's gonna be expensive. And like I said, like when you're older, I just I don't see the point personally because how many more years left do
Yeah.
you even have of life that you're gonna be acquiring a bill? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh
a
my gosh, you make it
now
sound you're like 88 or something.
no, because okay, if you use your situation, you're 47, your husband, soon to be husband, 50, right? Let's
Mhm.
God willing, we pray to at least get to our 70s. Let's just even say that. That's only like 20 years, 23 years. You want to acquire a bill? Because at this point, your bill is going to be at least 50K. Like if you want to
Mhm.
proper, something. Like I feel like
Mhm.
it's gonna be like 50K. Why are you gonna do that
Mhm.
when you can invest that into a home or, stuff for your
Yeah.
children or just planning life, retirement. You know what I mean? That's why it's
Yeah.
like that. But for like all the people getting married in the 20s and you just still want that, oh, we walked down the aisle and the flower and all of that, which is lovely. No shade because I love to be a guest at a wedding. I tell anybody I love to go. Um,
Mhm.
you still like, what is the word I'm looking for? Aspire for that type of wedding. You want that type of ambiance. I think it's phenomenal, but
Mhm.
it just has to make sense. I don't know. And like I said, speaking
Yeah.
from the older group myself, it at this juncture doesn't make sense personally.
Yeah, I have that same thought process,
Mhm,
like, I really actually thought that we were gonna just do, like, a courthouse wedding, and
mhm,
then we would have, like, maybe a year or 2 later, like, a reception, like a vow renewal or something like that. That was the original thing that we had talked about pretty heavily,
mhm.
and then my fiancé was like, "You know what? If we're gonna have a party, let's just go ahead and get it out the way now. Like, there's no need to, like, push it a year to whatever. Let's just do it now or
Yeah.
whatever." So we had tossed around destination weddings,
Mhm.
but because we are getting married in October, the weather in Caribbean islands is so unpredictable unless you want to do like Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, like the ABC islands. And I wasn't really finding what I really was looking for there. So we did settle on a destination, but it's in the United States.
Mhm.
I'll give you guys more details on that later. And we're just doing 50 people, including us. We're keeping it very small.
Right.
And even still now, I'm like, should we have just, like just gone somewhere, just the two of us and got this
Mm.
done? Because he has such a large family
Yeah.
and everybody wants to come and it's just gonna be like a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to like the guest list kicked our asses, but I'm just like, we are older.
Mhm.
And, I had all these grand plans and ideas when I was in my 20s, like, oh, I want to
Mhm.
do all these things and da 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 da. And then I was like, oh, listen, I'm just here for the union. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes. Yes. No, I
I just
understand.
I don't have it in me to like go through a whole bunch of changes and whatever. Like, one of the bridesmaids that sent me something on TikTok this week. It was this girl, she looked like she was probably like in her 20s, maybe early 30s, and she had all these rules for her bridesmaids. And one of the bridesmaids was like, "Oh, I know it's about to be a tight ship. This reminded me of you." And I was told her, I said, "Listen, I gave her this set of basic things that I'm asking of the bridesmaids. I said, outside of that, I'm too old. I'm an old bride. I don't have the energy nor the interest
Yes, yes,
to like be laying out all these stipulations. I just want everybody to come, enjoy, have a good time, and that's it. We're
yes,
trying not to spend a lot of money. Like, I do not want a large bill. And if I feel like it's getting too out of hand, I might still say scrap it. And let's just
yes,
the two of us say these I do's and keep it pushing. Like, I just don't see the value in spending all this money on one day. I just cannot fathom it.
yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, not at this juncture. And yeah, and that's I would say, like, for the listeners, for me, it really is age specific, and it might not be, because there might be some young people that are like, "No, our goal is to acquire investment homes, so we're not gonna be spending this astronomical, amounts on weddings and things like that." I think it definitely depends on the prospective couple and what you're looking for, what you want, right? But I do feel like as you get older with anything in life, your priorities change.
Mhm.
That being said, you're just kinda like, "Ugh, we're gonna spend all this. Okay, how much is it per plate? Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, we gotta do how much is it for decoration?" Because, like, the wedding industry is a great industry if you're in it as, like, a vendor. It's you're gonna make money,
Yes.
do well, like, it's great, et cetera. But if you're the one that is, acquiring these services, like, when you start seeing, like, the bill, you be like, "Hmm, like,
Mhm.
I didn't like this for how many hours?" And, when it's all said,
Mhm.
you're just like, "Oh, okay." All that.
That's the thing too, like, I always hear, like, couples are like, "I don't even remember it," or, like, "I didn't even get to taste the food. I was so busy," or, "I
Yeah,
was doing this or doing I was dragged here and there. At the end of the night, we were just exhausted and we don't even remember it." And I'm
yeah,
like, "You spent all this money and
yeah,
you didn't even get to enjoy your own party, your own
yeah,
celebration?
yeah, and it's
What do you mean?"
like, and I feel like you have so many nerves and you're trying to make sure everyone's okay, and did this happen right? Did this go, right, and things like that. It just differs. So, I love the small intimate thing. I think that's excellent. If I was American, I feel like I would want that way too. And I'm not. I almost feel like I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, yeah.
Honest, you know what I mean? But I do say, like, vow renewal though, 100%. Like, I definitely would do something small, intimate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your core people and everything. It's something real elegant though. Like, I really
Mhm.
want something nice, but preferably away. Like, I'm thinking like Seychelles, somewhere just come there, everybody come, we do something real grown and sexy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the type of vibe that I'm on at like 44, like,
Yeah, yeah, and doing something destination too that keeps the numbers down, because not everybody,
yeah,
will travel or whatever, so
no.
I can definitely get
Yeah,
with
for
that
sure. Because I
because
always say, like, I feel like with destination wedding, people who really F with you are gonna pull up.
yeah.
It's the ones that are nosy that be like, how much is the ticket? Oh, they going to Seychelles. We can't do that. Y'all gonna do something when you come back? No." You know what I mean? Like, I
Mhm.
feel like that's just about, like, yeah, that's like the only thing. But I
Yeah.
feel like your people, they're gonna come. Like, if they're able to, they're gonna come. You know what I mean? And I
Mhm.
feel like that's what you really want at the end of the day. Yeah. Because, like,
We've already had somebody like that where it's like, we said where the wedding was gonna be, and then the person was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm not going out there," and I was, like, thinking to myself, "Listen, boo, you wasn't invited anyway,
right.
so, you're good."
Because the reality is that some people genuinely do not travel or don't like to travel, whatever the situation may be. And it's not
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm sorry for you. No, I like to travel. I will travel. So you know what I mean? If I'm have the ability to do it, like, to do something celebratory for myself, my union, whatever it is, I'm gonna do it. If you can't do it,
Mhm.
no worries. When I come back, if you want to brunch, that's cool. We'll go
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
The
like
one thing I will say Go ahead.
no, 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 no. Go ahead, mommy.
I was just gonna say the one thing I will say is, like, it's not a stressor for me
Mhm.
just yet, and I hope that it won't be. It's just like when you're having a ceremony away from where you live, like finding vendors, like finding like hair, makeup.
Yeah,
I'll have my nails done, I'll have my lashes done by my people that I trust here at
yeah,
home, but making sure that my hair and my makeup is done and trying to find somebody like,
yeah.
first of all, the price. Why did this makeup artist want $600?
I believe it.
$600.
Mhm. You know what I always say, if you charge that much, it's because somebody was paying it. That's why you feel comfortable
Mm,
much. I always say that because if not,
yeah.
like, for why? Because
Yeah, and then it's an upcharge because it's wedding, so
yeah,
there's that too.
yes.
Like, anything that you say it's a wedding, it could be the same hair, the same makeup, the same anything you would do for any
Mhm,
other event,
mhm.
but just because it's a wedding, you
Yes,
get taxed extra.
yes. It is so true. I remember when we were playing yards, I because exactly what you said, and I remember I trying to lie, and I was like, "No, it's for a birthday party." Just to see, like, what the pricing I think it was, like, the DJ or something, because it was, like,
Mm.
such a different pricing, like, wedding versus,
Yeah.
like, a bir no, it's a birthday, and he was like, "No, no, no, no." It's like, "Okay." But, but like you said, it's crazy, like, the way, like, the price, like, triples in some cases
Yes.
soon as you indicate that it's a wedding. They're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Add this."
Yeah. It's crazy, like, and I
Mhm.
thought about that too. I was like, maybe I could say it's a vow renewal or,
Yeah.
like, something else, but then I'm like, I might get busted, and then I don't
Mhm.
wanna be without a makeup artist because she's like, "Oh, you lied, let me pack up my shit and go."
Right.
Like, I don't know, but
Yes, yes. No, I agree with that. I definitely agree.
that's just the stressful part, like, finding people. I found one girl, and I was like, "Okay, she looks like she does a really good job," and it was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, you can do a makeup trial," and, I'm going to Vegas in April. And I was like, "Okay, that'd be a perfect time for me to go. Imma go tour okay, so I just told y'all where my wedding was. I was trying to surprise y'all, but I just told you my wedding. My wedding is in Vegas. Okay, great. So so
Now
damn
you
it,
have to
man.
wait for that information. No.
Now y'all know shit. But I was gonna go see I'm going there to see the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere with my sister, and while I was there, I am gonna meet with the wedding planner, see the venue, taste the cake. I wanted to do a makeup trial. Reached out to this girl to do the makeup trial. Filled out the form, whatever, haven't heard nothing. Heard bupkis, nothing.
Yeah,
Blah.
yeah.
And it was like, it was only her and the $600 girl that I like, I cannot find another makeup artist that I actually like, so I'm like,
Mhm,
I
mhm.
gotta get this figured out, and I gotta get it figured out by April so I can get a makeup trial by somebody, so it's just
Yeah,
like that type of stuff. Because if I
yeah.
was here in Atlanta, there's like 50,000 makeup artists that I
Mhm.
love, they're easily
Right.
accessible, like,
Yeah,
I know who I would go to for my hair and things like
yeah.
that, so it's just that added piece, but
Yeah, no, I can definitely understand. And then, like, it's like making sure that the person is also reliable because I feel like that's the other component of it. Because you get people and it's like, oh, they do good work. And then God forbid, hopefully this doesn't happen. It will not happen. Let me say that. And it's like, oh my God, they have makeup. And you're like, okay, where are you? Oh, I'm sorry. So you're not going to come? You know what I mean? Or they're running late or just whatever. And then, like you said,
yeah.
just adds like another component of stress on you as the bride, even though you'll have someone taking care of those logistics or whatever. But it still comes. You're going to be like, what? What's going on?
Mhm,
Things like that. So I
mhm.
definitely understand that. Just finding reliable people is another component of it. I
Yeah,
definitely
yeah, yeah.
But,
Whew.
yeah, I just feel like in this day and age also, the economy is different. Our climate in the world is
Yeah.
different. Financially, things are just in a different state. From an employment standpoint, it's different for people too. I think with some people, not everybody, are definitely picking and choosing where they really want to drop a bag on. I definitely will.
Yeah,
And I can respect it. I can definitely respect
mhm.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing, a lot of people, like, you know, going to the courthouse,
Mhm.
just
Mhm.
going to the courthouse, they look cute, they'll have their core group of friends,
Yeah.
and that's just what it is. I mean, and I
Yeah. Yeah.
have
No.
no issue with that. No issues with
No.
that whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's stress free, you
It's
just
free.
saved your coin.
Yeah,
Just go out, have a nice dinner after or something, and call
yes.
it a day.
'Cause it's a lot. Because like you said, especially I feel like if you do have, like, a large guest list and things like that, it's a lot of moving parts because
Yeah.
it's always like, "Okay, I invited Julia. Okay, Julia says she wanna bring Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie says she want." I don't even know Stephanie like that. You know what I mean? And then it's kinda like, "No, you can't bring. Oh, can I have a plus one? The boy you was dating for 2 days? No. Or the boy you've been off and on with for the past 3. I don't know. We gonna see." Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No,
all those types of things too, and the people asking and, ah, yeah.
no, no. What we're doing is you do not get a plus one
Mhm.
unless you are married or have been in a long-term serious relationship.
Right.
Otherwise, you do not get a plus one. We cannot pay for your homegirl, your
Yes.
homeboy, the guy that you just met 2 weeks ago to come and
Mhm.
eat a drink on our dime.
That part. Exactly. No, I don't
No,
blame you. I don't blame you. Yeah.
no,
And then for
mm-mm,
people, no kids. I will stand by this forever. No kids at weddings. And I don't understand why people choose to be offended by that. It is not a place for a child. I'm sorry.
no,
If they're in the wedding, cool, cool, cool. You send them on their way after. They don't
mhm,
be there tearing down all the decorations. They're not gonna eat the food. They're gonna waste the.
knocking over stuff.
Yeah, it's just not a place for them. They can't, and I'm talking about a certain age, y'all, like, use common sense. Obviously, if it's I don't even know, let's just say, 12 or so, I think they're able to sit down, they can dance, they might if they want to. They probably won't even be interested like that for real, for real. But the younger kids, but my children's age, you're not coming. Not gonna happen because it's just too much going on, like, I do feel like nowadays, though, people really are enforcing that, like the no kids rule as
Yeah,
it's more,
yeah,
like, normalized now. I feel like when I got married, it's kinda like, "Man, when you're gonna do kids?" Oh, I don't have
mm-mm,
children. Like, what?
mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm,
And
no.
I
I
just
have never liked children at weddings. They always knocking over stuff. They
mhm.
tripping over people on the dance floor. They all over
Yes.
the dance floor, on the floor. There's a little kid who's like 8 catching a bouquet. Stay your little butt
Yeah,
out of my ceremony,
yes.
out of my space, please. I
Yeah, I
cannot
don't
do it.
yeah. Like, just present yourself, like I said, if you're in the wedding, cool, and then movie on out. We put you in a nice room, we get you pizza, you watch whatever you wanna watch, you drink all the soda you want, enjoy yourself, but just not in the wedding. It's so funny, even when we talk about that, I saw on Instagram this, like, grandmother, she was the flower girl for, the
I
people
saw
I
that.
don't know, for whatever relative's wedding. I thought it was the cutest thing, though. I
Yeah.
was like, "This makes sense as a flower girl."
Yeah, I
Cry, if
saw that.
she go tantrum, she go roll all the way down the aisle, and she go throw the
Mhm.
flowers gently. Like,
Mhm, mhm,
I was like,
mhm.
"Perfect." But, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm like I said,
Well,
it's still an exciting time. You definitely still try to enjoy it as much as you can, obviously. You know what I mean? And yeah, delegate where you can.
yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
that. Yeah, delegate where you can. Yeah.
That's I'm a type A personality, and
Yes.
that made it a little hard to
Yes.
do. However,
Yeah.
I like the wedding planner. We had our first meeting with her. She seems like she's really on top of her stuff.
Okay.
My friend Diana is an amazingly organized person.
Very
I've
good.
delegated her as like day of wedding manager to be my
Okay.
eyes, my ears, my mouth, my hands the day of.
Mhm.
She's gonna be attending the wedding planning meeting so that she knows like what is supposed to occur, what we're laying out.
Yes.
Um, I have all these notes in my phone.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um, I think, and then having a wedding in Vegas is like the wedding capital of the US or
Right.
something, of like all these different packages with lots of things included and things like
Mhm.
that. So that takes off some of the problems too or the stress. You just have to personalize it. But I'm gonna try to delegate.
As much as you can, because I understand the type A, wanting to be in control of just being in the know of everything. You know what I mean? I definitely do understand that. And then also, one thing I will say is to you and anyone else who's getting married or thinking about getting married, whatever, you will not please everyone. That is one thing I will say. And it's okay. It's okay. Just remember
Mhm,
the day is about you and your partner and leave it like that. Somebody is gonna be mad, somebody's gonna be offended, their feelings is hurt, whatever the situation. It's okay. Don't even worry about it.
mhm.
they will get over it, and if they don't, it's cool too. Trust me. Like, that's the one thing I will definitely say because somehow, some way, people always think it's also their wedding weekend, like they're also the one getting married. So, it's always like one or two people. You be like, "Well, damn, I thought it was me. It's you too." Like,
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean? So just don't worry about that type of stuff. That's
Yeah. We
yeah.
talked about that, like, how you can't please everybody, and
Mm-mm.
we're gonna put together something nice. Some people will like it, some people won't. It's not
Mhm.
about them. So, like, you right on point because we recently had this conversation, but
Yes, yes.
we're gonna make it ours. We're gonna do it our
Mhm.
way, how we wanna do it. We're
Mhm.
scrapping some of the traditions. We're not having any we don't have a flower girl, we don't have
Ye
a ring bearer,
Mhm.
we will not have, you know, daddy daughter dance, mom son dance. We won't
Right.
have bouquet toss or garter toss. We'll probably play some games. We talked
Yes,
about some games with our wedding planner.
yes.
Um, the best man wants to do a toast, so he'll do a toast, but that'll be the only toast. Like, we're just making it how
Ye
we want it to be.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I do feel like as you get older, you you hear people's opinion, but you don't necessarily value it enough to allow it to affect what you got going on. And I do think that's the difference. Like if I got married at this older age, I probably would have been like, "No, we not doing that. No, no," and everything like that. Versus like before, okay, it's okay, like and everything like that.
Mhm.
So I
Mhm.
love that you're able to, as you get older, with like we said earlier, all things in life, you start marching to the beat of your own drum, and it's
Yeah.
a good thing. I would just say the highlight for me that I'm glad I did change as we talk about things, because at first I was like, "No, we're not working them out, we're not doing that and that." That's the only thing I did change, 'cause my dad was like, "What? Like, when is it going days you can 1.5?" Like, and then, like, doing what you just said, the father and daughter dance. That's the only thing. I said, "Okay, that was my highlight." I
Okay.
That's one of when I say the memorable moments, I will say that.
Yeah.
And then seeing my husband with his mom and things like that. Those types of things, not the bill after, but it's okay. But those things, oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I but
Yeah. That's the thing about weddings. You can make them unique.
yeah.
Add, take away, do whatever,
Mhm. Mhm.
is
Mhm.
your thing. Because I think people, like, expect certain things just because 'cause they're tradition, and,
Yes.
at the end of the day, you're not paying for this, so
You because one tradition I will say that I see at weddings that I don't like, I've never liked this, to be honest, is the girdle thingy, where they go under the girdle or not under what is
Yeah,
get
when
the
they go to get the garter. Mhm.
yes, I don't like that. Personally, not my thing, I don't like that. But some people do it though, like, no shade, but I just knew for me, I was like, "No, I'm not doing that." Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't know. But yeah, but I think everything else, like, is like whatever. But yeah, I feel like that's the one thing I don't really care for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I would love to hear from our listeners, like, who's getting married this
Yeah.
year? Who else is a 2026 bride? Like, let us know in the comments. What is your location? What is your date? Are you having a big wedding, a small wedding? Are you
Mhm.
fully traditional? Are you scrapping some stuff? Like, I want to hear what you guys are
Yes,
doing. It
yes,
looks so
yes,
exciting.
good, that would be good.
All right. So we're going to move on to Inbox Unlocked. We have a question from a listener, and I'm gonna look this way and read it. Okay.
Mhm.
It says, I accidentally said something hurtful to a friend, and now I'm worried it ruined our relationship. How do I apologize sincerely? How do I apologize sincerely? Apologize sincerely. Are
Mhm,
you sincerely
mhm,
upset or
mhm,
regretful or feeling some type of way about hurting your friend?
mhm,
Just
mhm,
be genuine in your apology.
yeah,
So, I to me, this is an easy answer.
mhm,
Like, express, that you didn't intend to hurt your friend, express what it was that you were trying to relay,
mhm,
apologize for how you made them feel, let them know that you value your relationship, you value your friendship, you don't want anything to get in the way of that, and you are deeply sorry. Allow that person the space to express what they want to.
mhm,
Give them time if they need to absorb it. They may not accept your apology right away. Maybe they need some time. Just because you're in a space
Mm,
to move past this situation doesn't mean that your friend is yet in that same space. So respect that. Give it whatever is needed, and just see how it goes from there. That's the best you can do. That's my opinion.
yeah, no, I agree. I wanted to know what she said though. That's just me being nosy.
Mm.
What you said, because that might determine some things too. But just to piggyback everything you just said though, ex- show excuse me, accountability. I definitely think that's one thing. Like, when you apologize, definitely show like accountability that you understand where you went wrong so that she understands and actually takes it for sincerity. And then like if the friendship is like that deep, I feel like y'all should be able to hash it out. Depending on, but if you like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what did she say though? Because if you call like her child ugly, you might not be able to come back from that. Like, if you said some stuff like that, you might not be able to come back. She might need to die. So I don't know. It depends. But take accountability first. Take accountability first. You could be like, oh, I didn't mean that the baby was ugly. They just looked very unique initially. You know what I mean? Say something like that. I'm joking, obviously. No, but for real, take accountability because I feel like a lot of people just apologize just to say the words, but they don't really take
Yeah.
accountability for like what and really understand like, you know what? I actually was wrong. You know what I mean? Like I apologize for making you not making you feel that I made you feel that way. That wasn't my intent, and correct like that. And then obviously, like we always say, corrective actions is always going to be the best determination. So apologize, but make sure that there's corrective behavior after that, though, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
All right, what we got for this week's mindset reset?
Okay, people. So if you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Thank you, everyone. That
I love that.
wraps up.
Yeah.
Am I doing the closing?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So I'm not going to detail this enough. So, all right, you guys. So we do a video. So go on YouTube and watch the video. We are on Apple. We are on Spotify. Anywhere you watch podcasts, basically we are on there. Most people are Apple users, so you already know where to go. Keep sending us messages. You know our Gmail, our email address, just like in podcast at gmail.com. Linktree if you want to be anonymous. But yes, please tell a friend to listen, to tune in. We appreciate all the support thus far. And I think that's it.
All right.
Talk to us on
Until next week.
time.